नमस्ते, स्वागत छ। यहाँ हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ कार्यक्रम इन्फो प्लस जर्नी टु अस्ट्रेलियाको नयाँ सिजनमा हामी छौँ र आज छौँ हामी सदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटीमा र मसँग हुनुहुन्छ इन्टरनेसनल स्टुडेन्ट सपोर्ट सारा. Sarah, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for opening your doors to this fabulous university and having us all the way from Nepal.
You're welcome. Welcome to the Gold Coast.
Could you please maybe highlight what are some of the interesting factors as to why students should explore this university?
I love Southern Cross University. We do have 3 locations, main campuses here on the Gold Coast, Lismore and Coffs Harbour. We do wonderful student support. And when I say that, that's meeting them in the airport all the way through to taking them through to graduation. We have students that connect back with us, alumni that are just telling us how well they're doing in what they've been able to do as a part of their SU degree. We are a small university. We are transforming tomorrow. It is a fantastic location to have that study work-life balance, as well as meeting so many people internationally. So we're definitely on the map for those reasons.
So how is diversity in the university?
It's greatly ranged, which we do love. So you've obviously got your locals, your Aussies. We do have our offshore online cohorts. So we've got students that are studying from their offshore locations, so you can make those connections that way. But we have over 50 different nationalities, great cohorts, great range. We do love our international students. They bring such internationalization to the curriculum. It's great.
When you mentioned that Southern Cross even offers to pick students up from the airport, I think that's something quite special, because for many, it's the very first time that they're actually going into the airport and catching a flight maybe. So how has that experience been from somebody who's part of student support as well?
Oh, it's such a reality check of what it takes for students to be international students these days. And you're right, we are quite unique in that we have our own airport, we have our own beach to the corner. But picking students up from the airport, even knowing how to put on a seatbelt, how to catch a local bus, what's involved, right through to now I have to do my academic sides of things. There's so much factored into the student journey, and it's not just about the studies, it's the social and the well-being aspects as well. So we do see that firsthand. We're front-facing, we're very involved in the student's journey, and we're seeing that first time cooking by themselves, first time catching a bus, what do I wear to university, what do they need of me, what are the expectations, I haven't studied for so long. There's all of this that comes with getting on a plane, coming into campus and being that person. So often we're met on the front counter with simple questions that I kind of submit my assignment or what can I do? But after through conversations, we can see there's so much more going on. They've left family and friends back home. There's so much involved. So we do love to meet with them to find out what their story is.
I am sure it must be a fabulous, very gratifying experience to see growth in a person, right? From the very first time they land.
Yeah, you can see that from arrival. They're quite shy, but you can tell the superstars. You can tell them they stand apart, and you just see them go on to be that magical student that you knew they were going to be. But we just need to give them that confidence to navigate the systems, to find themselves. And you see that wonderful transition like you see right throughout graduation and beyond.
Post-COVID or even during COVID, I'm sure it must have been a really tough situation for different universities here to handle all the international students as well, because it was a tough time for everybody, first time facing something like a global pandemic, all of us, right? Yeah. So maybe has there been any learnings as such from Southern Cross University that you would want to take on moving forward post-pandemic as well?
We've definitely kept a lot of things from COVID times, where a lot more support services are online. For example, we have a daily live channel where international students don't need to book in. They could come to the counter as they would on campus and just ask their questions. Often when you do book in, it feels a bit overwhelming. You just want to be able to stumble into reception and ask questions ad hoc. Same with online. We did a lot of welfare checks, a lot of regular check-ins, so on phone, via Zoom, all the touch points needed, and we'll continue that through from COVID, because students do like the phone versus face-to-face versus all these great measures that we can really make sure we're seeing that they're okay. What is okay? So it's great to see them.
If you had to add on extra points for the Southern Cross University as to why should students, be a part of Southern Cross University, what would you really say?
Support. So we're here for all angles, like I said. It's not just about the academic journey, there's so much involved. We're here to be that point of touch for anything. So if we can't help them, we can definitely get them to who we need to. It's very personalised. We know lots of students by name. Not to mention, the airport is still very there, so I'm going to keep touching on that as a point. And we've got our own beach. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yes.
That's quite unique here.
The university here has a lot of Nepali students. So how has it been interacting with Nepali students? Have we left a good impression?
100%. Love our Nepalese students. They're so kind and so just beautiful. You'll often see them on campus wearing traditional dress, approaching us about how they can get involved with their campus. We love them so much. We've got so many great things going on campus, but yeah.
Fabulous. So towards the end, to all our viewers who are watching us back home, to Nepali students who are in a dilemma as to where or which university should they apply, maybe if you could sell the Gold Coast and say, just to explore a bit more away from just the busy cities and maybe try and come over to Queensland and the Gold Coast and explore maybe the universities here?
Yeah.
A message?
Definitely, for sure. Great support services. We're not city, so we're not that party atmosphere. That is a quick, short bus ride up the road. Regional location, personalised service. We're here for generally supporting the student experience with the beaches, the atmosphere, the lifestyle. They're just not going to be disappointed.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
सारासँग गरेको यो कुराकानीले तपाईलाई सदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटीको बारेमा अझ बढी जानकारी अवश्य पनि दियो होला भन्ने विश्वास हामीले लिएका छौं। हामीले तपाईहरुलाई यो क्याम्पस टुर, युनिभर्सिटी टुर पनि अवश्य पनि गराउने छौं। इन्फो प्लस को जर्नी टु अस्ट्रेलिया को 5औं सिजनमा हामी छौं र आज हामी आइपुगेका छौं सदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटीमा र म कुराकानी गर्दै छु ओजे सँग। सो ओजे, वेलकम टु द शो।
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So could you please introduce a short introduction of yourself, something about yourself to our viewers?
Yeah, my name is OJ Moka. I originally from Papua New Guinea. I moved to Australia in 2013 to study at Southern Cross University. I did my diploma in business and then I did my bachelor in business.
Okay. And now you're working for Southern Cross University, aren't you?
That's right, yes. So I work now as a student support officer here at Southern Cross University for all international students. So it's a job that I really like and I'm really grateful for.
And I feel like you would be able to understand because you were once in their shoes, right? As an international student studying in Southern Cross University. Yeah,
the whole student journey, I think, from start to finish. And then that's one great advantage, I guess, that I have with the student journey from the day that I arrived and what I've been through and then all up till graduation. So yeah, the whole student journey is a lengthy one, but yeah, I'm really glad that it's something that I've been a part of and experienced it.
So taking you back a few years when you were first doing your diploma here, how was it like?
Very challenging, very, very challenging. You know, moving into a new education system, learning basically how to study again, because coming from a different country, it's totally different. The learning, the education system is so different. So for me, it was a bit challenging, but I had tremendous support. So the student support was really great.
Were you also working while you were studying your diploma and your bachelor's?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough. I think for the first term, I didn't really work as much, just because I just wanted to find my feet, know what I was doing, figure out where to go. And then after that, who to meet. I started looking for jobs. The careers office at the university really helped me to find a part-time job.
So as student support, apart from their well-being, because for a lot of international students, being able to earn some extra money on the side while you're studying would also be a big help, because a lot of students, especially international students, have student loans that they need to pay off, and even living here, accommodation, food, groceries, all of that, even tuition fees, you know, they would want to have a side source of income, let's say, while they're studying. So how does Southern Cross University actually help students do that or find that?
So recently our models changed to be able to help students to be able to study, to be able to work, and have that study life balance as well. We also have terrific careers office who basically have companies coming in to say, hey, if we have students and interns, and really our student associations as well. When I was studying, those are the areas that I tapped into the careers service,
right,
to any student discount that I could get my hands on, I think was really crucial and beneficial in me saving up to pay my tuitions, to have those living expenses, and also to be able to explore the Gold Coast, go and treat myself to watching a movie,
right,
and experiencing the life in Australia. So the careers office was really, really helpful for me.
So how is the life in Australia, and how is life in Gold Coast actually?
Well, life in Australia, life in the Gold Coast for me was very relaxing. I think Gold Coast is one of the places. You can be 5 minutes near the beach, and then 5 minutes you could be in the hinterlands in the rainforest or in the city. So Brisbane's not too far from the Gold Coast as well. So you have that right balance, and I think Gold Coast has that relaxing vibe. But you can also mix relaxation, also with your studies and work as well.
So at Southern Cross Universities, while I was touring the campus, I came across a lot of videos that showed a lot of international students enjoying themselves with some kind of festival. So does that happen often here at the university?
Annually. I think the university really has put in place where we're all inclusive. So students from all around the world, the Indigenous Australians as well, are very inclusive within Southern Cross University and the campus, and the celebration of culture as well. We have an annual fusion festival that happens where we infuse all the cultures that we have on campus as students, where students are able to come portray their culture and really showcase what their culture is, where they're from. Some students dress up in traditional dress, some students perform on the day, so it's really a nice day to be able to come together as a university to celebrate all cultures, the Australian culture and the world culture all together.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Lastly, a message to any of our viewers, to students who are aspiring to start a new career, to start a new life, and maybe launch their educational journey into Australia.
For me, I think be brave. Being brave and taking that step to be able to challenge yourself, and being outside of the comfort zone. When you come outside of the comfort zone and be brave, I think that's where you will succeed and excel in.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having this conversation with us.
Thank you very much.
नमस्ते, मेरो नाम चाहिँ प्रमिला दनाई हो। म चाहिँ नेपालबाट म अहिले चाहिँ साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटीमा ब्याचलर्स अफ नर्सिङ अध्ययन गर्दै छु। साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटी पढ्न आउनुको मेन उद्देश्य मलाई मेरो कन्सल्टेन्ट्सले दिनुभएको सजेसन हो। उहाँले चाहिँ मलाई दिनुभएको सजेसन अनुसार चाहिँ साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटी हामीले स्कलरशिप पाइन्छ, अनि त्यसपछिको यहाँको म्यानेजमेन्ट, यहाँको इन्टरनेसनल सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स, इन्टरनेसनल स्टुडेन्टहरूलाई दिने सपोर्ट, त्यो आधारले नै म यहाँ साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटी पढ्न आएको हो। र पढिरहँदाखेरि चाहिँ साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटीमा मैले जे कुरा सुनेको थिएँ त्यो कुरा रियालिटी मा मैले पाएको छु लाइक मलाई के गाह्रो पर्दाखेरि साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटीको इन्टरनेसनल सपोर्ट सिस्टमले मलाई एकदम धेरै हेल्प गर्नुभएको छ यहाँको लाइक सबैको कुरा राम्रो छ र साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटी चाहिँ गोल्ड कोस्टमा हुनुको गोल्ड कोस्टको लाइक यो इन्भाइरोमेन्ट यहाँको सबै सिस्टम पिसफुल लाइफ सबैले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ मैले साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटी चुज गरेको र हजुरहरूलाई पनि यदि नर्सिङ ब्याचलर्स नर्सिङ अथवा अरू कुनै फिल्डमा तपाईलाई गोल्ड कोस्ट आउन चाहनुहुन्छ भने हजुरहरूलाई म साउदर्न क्रस युनिभर्सिटी आउनको लागि आग्रह गर्न चाहन्छु.
Hi, my name is Yoshmi Mazi and I'm from Nepal and I'm doing my Bachelor's of Nursing in Southern Cross University. And the reason I chose this university was like it's a good university and Gold Coast is a beautiful place to live and it was my dream place to come and stay here. We have so much activities to do. Every Wednesday the coasters they always have meetings and so many fun activities to do, and the Southern Cross University they always do a cultural activities like very soon we're gonna have a Holi festival, and we just recently had a fusion festival where we like different country people they celebrate their cultures and everything. It's the best university to study, and the best part of this university is like being an international student you can like manage your money and then pay the university fee and you don't get fined. Yeah, and I love it. Thank you.
Info Plus for genuine information.